Now I'm excited to welcome Right Around Portland's Executive Director, Elizebett Eslinger. Liz recently celebrated 8 years with Right Around Portland. She is an amazing baker, the most phenomenal mother, and an inspiring leader in our community. Welcome, Liz Eslinger.
Thank you for that introduction, Marisol. Really appreciate it. It is really lovely to be here tonight with everyone. My cheeks were hurting earlier as everyone was coming on the call because it's so wonderful to be able to see everybody here tonight. I know that I have felt especially grateful for this Right Around Portland community. There is a lot happening in the world, and it's a lot. It's hard, from navigating a public health crisis to pushing for racial justice to rebuilding after wildfires and enduring a fraught election season. For Right Around Portland, our mission is to change lives through the power of writing. And in a time when survival, health, and basic human rights are on the line every single day, where does writing fit in? I'd like to share a story with you. About a month ago, my family and I were some of the thousands of people put on notice to evacuate because of the Oregon wildfires. I felt a palpable fear as we packed and piled boxes of essential and irreplaceable items in case we needed to leave our home and everything in it behind. Essential and irreplaceable. Those two words rang in my head as I gathered legal documents, photo albums, and a couple of changes of clothing. In the haste of searching, gathering, packing, and piling, I found my box of journals. Since middle school, I have written in a journal. There have been many times in my life when writing felt like my only retreat. I've kept everything I've written since I was a kid. And even though I very rarely revisit those words, this growing box of journals has been my companion for more than 25 years. I wept as I debated leaving these pages behind, pages that were much, much more than just sheets of paper. Were these journals essential and irreplaceable? In that moment, I couldn't leave them behind, and I added them to our pile. Once the evacuation notice lifted and the fear subsided, we unpacked our pile, and I opened my box of journals. The thought of losing them had filled me with such sorrow. But as I looked through my journals, I knew that even if they were taken from me, I couldn't be stripped of everything that writing has given to me. Writing is essential and irreplaceable. When the world is in turmoil, pen and paper can catch our despair. Writing can hear us, comfort us, connect us, and heal us. Writing helps us believe that the world we want to live in is possible, because it is possible, even if right now it is far from ideal. That's where Right Around Portland fits in. We are supporting mental health, building connections, and amplifying the voices and stories we need to hear. We persist in this especially disconnected world, this tumultuous world, because we know that art, community, and joy are essential. Until we can safely meet again in person, we write and we connect from a distance.